Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is really, really late. It is like 20 after 8 already, and I am trying to get all these videos up that I filmed today, and I just do not know if it's going to happen. Actually, I didn't think I was going to film any videos today. Let me tell you what happened. So I stayed up very, very late last night watching Fear the Walking Dead, and I also, before that, I finished my audiobook, Follow the Crumbs, which was my pick for September for Peter's Book Club. So it's September 1st, well, today's September 2nd, and I have already finished the book for September for Peter's Book Club, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I have that done. And then I started reading the next book in the Buccaneer Bay by Josh Lanyon series or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. They're scuba diving at the beginning of it, he and his boyfriend, and his boyfriend Jack is like the police chief. I'd kind of forgotten all about it, and Ellery owns a bookstore, and his mom is like a famous Broadway actress, and his mom and dad are visiting. So anyway, they find this body in a scuba diving suit. So that's like the mystery that's going on with all of this. But anyway, so I finished that, or I finished the Follow the Crumbs book. It was okay. I probably would read another one in the series. It just was such an easy mystery to figure out. I don't want to ruin it for anybody else that's reading it, but I like the characters. The character development was okay to me. It was rather quick. The mystery was okay. It was real easy to figure out how they were going to solve it, and they did solve it, and it wasn't like it was a surprising mystery to me. But it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the worst cozy mystery that I've ever read. It wasn't the best cozy mystery that I've ever read. The end of it, of the audio version, had it had new it had like a chapter from the next part of the series, which I think it's coming out, like it said, November or something like that. So apparently the next book is coming out in November, so she's already written the next book. I may read that, I may not, I don't know, we'll just see. So I started the Josh Lanyon book last night. It's real short. It's only like 6 hours and 50 minutes or something, and I listened to it at 2 times speed. I'm right now at the 2 hour and 1 minute mark. So if I listen to an hour tonight and an hour tomorrow, then I'll finish the book by tomorrow. So then I watched like 4 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I actually only have episode 14, episode 15, and episode 16 left of season 6, and then I'm going on to season 7. And I found out today, because somebody commented this on my drama video yesterday, that the Fear the Walking Dead, the 8th and final season, they have 8 more episodes that they're releasing in October. I didn't know that. I thought it was done already. So I'm excited about that. So I will be good and caught up when it finally comes out. So I'm excited about that. But I went to bed very late last night, took my trazodone. I had a really hard time falling asleep. Also drank a cup of, I'm out of sleepy time tea, like the K-Pods. I've been out of them for 2 nights now. So the night before, I drank the extra sleepy time tea. I didn't really feel like it did a whole lot to me. And last night, I drank this caramel tea, that's like Yogi brand tea, that's like supposed to help you sleep and whatever. It's good, but I don't feel like it really helped me a lot. I struggled falling asleep last night, as I always do. So today I got up and I wanted to go to the pool because we only have 3 days left to be at the pool. So this was kind of screwy or crazy, I don't know the word to use, but they kind of led some people in the neighborhood to believe that people that like really enjoy going to the pool, like myself, that they were going to keep the pool open longer, or they were really trying to work hard on it. But when we got to the pool today, there was a sign up next to the door of the pool, the gate, that said the pool will be closing on Monday, Labor Day, for good for the season. Like, that's the last day for swimming. And I was like, well, you guys didn't really work that hard on it if you've already, like, decided that you're going to put the sign up there. So apparently that's not going to happen. But anyway, so I like got up and I had my coffee. Alex was still sleeping. He's been real tired today. He's like slept off and on, taking naps and slept in and things like that. Okay, first of all, the battery is already at the halfway mark because I just filmed 3 videos on here, and my other battery is charging inside. So I'm gonna have to go inside in a second and get that other battery. I don't think it'll be fully charged, but it'll be pretty charged. I'm not gonna vlog for a long time tonight anyway because this is already getting late. I gotta make sure I get my other videos up. And the last couple nights I've vlogged for like an hour here, an hour there, so I'm gonna probably make this like a shorter vlog tonight. Or what I could do is, I could, I was just talking about her today, she's so sweet. I could get my other videos up, film this part while the stuff is uploading, and then come back and film a little bit extra on my vlog. We'll just see how I feel. If I get to 20 or 30 minutes, I haven't done a short vlog in a while, so I might make this one a short vlog tonight. Some dog is going crazy down there. Whose dog that is. But anyway, so I got up. It was supposed to be full sunshine today and like 82, 83. It's alright. Do you guys see how dark it is outside? So I don't want to turn this light on because then it'll like just... So this is going to be the best it's going to have to be tonight. So I got outside and it was like, I checked the weather when I got up. Like, you know, after I had done my prayers and meditations and everything, I like checked the weather. I hadn't been outside yet. And the weather said that it was like partly, or not partly cloudy, it was mostly cloudy. And I was like, damn it, like this is one of my last days to go to the pool. Like I wanted it to be sunny. And so, Alex had gotten up at that point, was playing the game. He had taken Boo out earlier and given him his medicine and stuff like that. And then he was like going back to sleep. And I said, I'm thinking about maybe going to the pool. Do you want to go? And we were talking about it being cloudy and stuff like that because it was real cloudy outside. And he was like, no, I think I'm just going to hang around the house today. And I said, okay. And I said, well, I'm going to probably go with the people across the street. And he was like, okay. He was like, just go up there, have fun, babe. So at this point, it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock or something, and I was outside drinking my coffee and my iced coffee, and it started clearing up, and it started like getting really nice. I was like, I'm going to the pool. Like, I've only got 3 days left to go to the pool. If I don't film any videos today, I don't film any videos, you know? So I'm gonna go to the pool today. So I ended up hanging out at the pool from like 2 to like 5 with my neighbors, and then her sister and brother-in-law came up to the pool, and her husband, and then there were some other people at the pool that we knew too, that we were talking to. And so I just like sat on the steps. I actually like didn't get under the water until like almost like right before we were all leaving. So I stayed up there with them till they were leaving, and then I left and walked back with them too. And her sister and brother-in-law left probably like, I don't know, like half an hour before we did because they had like dinner plans. So it's getting really dark out here. This is going to probably be a short vlog tonight. So anyway, I came back and I went upstairs and Alex was in bed playing on his phone, his game, Township. And he was like, did you have a nice time, babe? And I was like, yeah, it was really nice. I wish you would have come up there. And he was like, well, it wasn't really sunny, was it? And I go, no, it was really nice. And he goes, oh, okay. He goes, well, I said, are you going to come up to the pool tomorrow or Monday? Now, Alex isn't allowed to go to the pool unless you can get a lot of sun, but I feel like I got a lot of sun today. That's going to be my thumbnail. I don't know, but I don't know if I got a lot of sun or not. But anyway, I feel like I did. And when I was walking around inside, it's like we have the air set to 70 and it's cool. And I feel like I just saw that light go on and off. So he must be up and downstairs. But when I was walking around inside, I started feeling kind of hot. And I was like, I feel like I got more sun today than I thought I did. So anyway, hung out at the pool. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. It was like full sunshine. The clouds went away. It was really, really nice. So I came back, and then Alex, I was talking to him, and then he like rolled over in bed, and I said, are you laying down? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. He's like, I'm like so tired today. And I was like, okay. And Boo Radley was like laying there. And I said, well, what did you do while I was at the pool? And he said, well, we came downstairs and we watched some TV, and I fed Boo Radley, and then he made himself leftovers that he had from dinner the other night. And he said, we watched like 2 episodes of a TV show. When we came back up here, he's like, so I'm going to lay down and I'm going to take a little nap. And I was like, okay. Well, I wasn't tired. And so I said, if you're going to lay down and take a nap, then I'm just going to film some videos. Do you care? And he was like, no, not at all. At this point, it was like 5:15, 5:30. And I really, like, when I was walking back, I thought, I will only film my vlog today, and it'll probably be a short vlog. Well, I ended up filming, like, a 50-minute drama video, a review video, a Peter Does Stuff video, a Peterisms video, and now my vlog. And now it's, like, 8 o'clock, so, or 8:30 almost. So my day didn't end up turning out exactly like I thought it would. It ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would today. So, but it was a good day. And I asked him what he wanted to do tonight because, well, I said, I thought we could maybe watch a movie or something. And so I said, was running through movies. I said, the Meg 2, The Trench is out. And he goes, you can watch that on your own. I go, okay. Oh, this is getting so out of focus because the light is off. Oh, well. It's not going to be a great vlog tonight. And then I said, well, the new Insidious movie is out. And he goes, okay, I want to see that. And then there was another movie that I mentioned. Oh, I said The Little Mermaid comes out September 6th. We can rent it, but it's like $20 to rent. And he was like, no. I said, but I think we should just wait till September 6th and watch it on Disney. He was like, yeah, I agree. Because that's like a month of Disney anyway to pay that, you know? And so we're going to watch that next weekend. And then there was another movie that I mentioned to him that I had read last night that he the only one he wasn't interested in is watching the shark movie, the Jaws movie, which kind of surprised me because I thought that he would like that. I remember, well, he loves Blake Lively from Gossip Girl. And she was in that one movie that was about how she was like on that rock and the shark was trying to come and get her when she was like surfing. Do you remember that movie? He really liked that movie back in the day. So I said, well, what do you want to do tonight? I said, you don't have any plans to? He's like, no, I'm just going to stay around here and relax and rest because he's going to this concert tomorrow night. I don't know if we're going to brunch yet or not tomorrow. We haven't like really discussed it or talked about it yet. Because the brunch, we usually go late. It's kind of close to when he'll be going to this concert, so I don't know. And I'm going to call this vlog, It's Getting Too Dark to Vlog. Because it's getting too dark to vlog. And so, what was I going to say? Gosh darn it, now I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, so I said, well, what do you want to do tonight? He's like, well, I've got a couple more episodes to finish this series that he's watching. And then he said that he has like 2 other shows that he wants to catch up on. So he's got a bunch of TV shows to watch tonight. He's like, do you care or do you want to watch a movie? And I said, I don't really care. I said, we can order pizza and then like eat it together. And then, if you want, I said, I'll just watch Fear the Walking Dead because I want to finish it anyway. And he was like, no, that's totally fine. So that's probably what we're going to do. We'll probably watch our separate shows tonight and get pizza and eat it together or something like that. Okay, so this battery is starting to flash at me, which means I need to go inside and get another battery. I'm also going to turn the light on and see if that helps at all. And I'm going to start uploading my videos. So I will be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. It's been like an hour. And maybe like, I don't know, it's like 9:45 or something like that now. And Alex woke up and he was downstairs. And I was trying to mess with the computer. I don't know how much of this I've shared. I don't think I've shared any of this because I don't think I knew this before. I went to change the battery and I forgot to change the battery. Hold on. Okay, the new battery is in. So anyway, I was sitting at the computer and I was trying to upload my videos and the internet kept on going out. And I was like, what is going on? And I didn't know. Well, this is when he was upstairs. Yeah, he must have been upstairs and then he came downstairs because I was trying. Did I already share this? I feel like maybe I already shared this. I don't know. But I was trying to fix the internet and I didn't know what the password was. And he's like, well, I don't have it on my phone. Because I was like, is your internet working? He's like, well, I don't have it on my phone because he doesn't use the internet for his phone. And I was like, okay. And so I ended up like fixing it, but now it's working really, really slow. So I'm having to upload every video by my phone, right? So, and then I had to watch my Peter Monn video back. So I just watched that back and uploaded that. I got my Peter Does Stuff video finally up. I got my Peter Review Stuff video up. My Peterisms video is uploading as we speak. And now I'm finishing my vlog. But in the interim of all of that, I said, do you want to watch a movie or something? He's like, I really just kind of want to watch my shows. And I said, okay. I said, well, I'm going to order something to eat. I said I was thinking about pizza. And he was like, ooh, pizza sounds good. I go, okay. So I got online and I was like, I ordered the pizza. So The pizza's already been ordered and already came. Alex is sitting inside. He's like, did you want me to wait for you? And I go, no. I said, I want to finish my vlog. I want to get these videos up, and then I'm going to eat. So my pizza is sitting inside. We got ordered pizza from Papa John's with lots of sauces on the side. We got, well, he likes marinara sauce and cheese, and I like cheese and the garlic sauce. So he got a epic cheese stuffed pizza crust with extra cheese, because he loves cheesy pizza. And I got an epic garlic stuffed pizza, because we were both like, let's not get breadsticks, so because we got the epic stuffed pizza crust. So mine is garlic stuffed pizza crust, cheese pizza. He got extra cheese on his too. I did not. Cheese pizza with pineapple and onions on it. And then I got the garlic sauce and cheese, and he got cheese and marinara. And then I was like, do you want a dessert? And he was like, no, I'm not hungry for dessert, because he had eaten earlier. And I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, because there were like these Oreo bites that you could get or something, which I may like order and do a review of here in the next couple days. So I ended up getting the cinnamon pull-aparts from Papa John's, which maybe I'll review those tomorrow. I'm going to try them tonight, and then I will let you know what I think. Maybe I'll do that review. Maybe that will be the review I do tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, so got all that. The guy that delivered the pizza was so nice. He had a dog in his car, and it seemed like there were like a lot of people in there. And I said, he looked at this minivan, and he was like, because I was sitting out here watching my video back when he came, and he goes, did you order pizza? He like shouted out from the street in the car, and I go, yep, and that was me. So I walked down there so he didn't have to walk all the way up here. And I said, it's like a family affair in there. You got a lot of people. And he's like, yeah. He was like, I got my mom, and I got my dog with me, and stuff like that. And I said, oh, that's sweet. And he was like, yeah, I'm just trying to entertain my mom tonight. He was real nice guy. So anyway, got our pizza. And then my plan is, once I get done with this vlog, which this vlog is going to be short, because number one, I don't have tons more to say. Number two, it's getting so late that at this point, I'm going to have to like try to upload it as quick as I can, and our internet is already slow tonight. So, I don't know what I'm going to do to make sure that I get it up in time. I told Alex, I said, if I had known that my videos were going to get up at 9:45, I wouldn't have even filmed any videos today. And he was like, I'm sorry, babe. I go, well, I just didn't think it would take me this long, but it's like taking me forever to upload these videos. But I do have my drama video up, I do have my review video up, and I do have my Peter Does Stuff video up. I had a lot of fun on my Peter Does Stuff video. I did this whole video talking about like my neighbor Norma that used to live next door to us, and telling like funny stories about her, and talking about like neighbors in the street and neighbors in the neighborhood and stuff like that. This whole like story time thing. Kind of wrapped it around talking about the blue moon and coming out here on the street and looking at the blue moon and things like that. But anyway, I don't even know if I shared that, but the other night, I was sitting out here and I was watching Fear the Walking Dead or something, and my neighbor across the street, I had my reading glasses on, so I couldn't really see that it was her, and I said in the video I thought it was like a ghost, because she looked like a ghost coming out of her street, or out of her house. And they go to bed, like this isn't my neighbors right across the street, this is my neighbors I go to the pool with on the corner, and I kept on looking over. I saw somebody like waving around in this like white outfit, which turned out to be her nightgown. What did she call it? Her duster today at the pool, because I was like giving her a hard time, and I was joking with her. She's like, I love my dusters. So anyway, she was out there, and she kept on saying, oh my lord, and oh wow, and I was like, what is she talking about? I had totally forgotten about the blue moon. And so I walked over there. There was like nobody on the street. Everybody comes out on the street to look at stuff, and there was like nobody out on the street. And so I went over and hung out with she and her husband, and the blue moon was like right above their house. And I took a picture and I showed it in the video and everything. It was beautiful. I put it up on my Instagram that night. And so yeah, it was just like a really pretty night. And so then I got back over here and I texted Alex, because I thought he was like going to sleep. But I texted him and I said, hey, if you're still up, there's like the blue moon is outside and it's beautiful. And so he came right downstairs and brought Boo Radley out, and he was like looking at them. He's like, it is so beautiful. I was like, I know, it's so beautiful, isn't it? It's just like, I want to say it says like small things, you know, but I guess like maybe a blue moon isn't a small thing. I looked into what a blue moon is, and I explained that all on my video that I did over there and stuff like that. But it is those moments. Those are kind of the moments in life that I look back on and I remember. It's like, you know, we're just like sitting in the pool today with my neighbors and talking, even though it's like one of the last days, you know. It was such a beautiful day. I think because I spent so much time filming these videos tonight. Now, Alex has this concert to go to tomorrow, and then we're going to brunch. I asked him, I said, do you want to go to brunch? He's like, well, I don't know. We can wait and see how we feel when we wake up. Depending on what time we go to brunch, I'm still going to the pool. But I'd like to go to brunch if we're going to go earlier rather than later, because I want to spend the majority of the afternoon at the pool, because it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful tomorrow. And we only have 2 days left. So I don't know. Now, I probably will at least film a vlog tomorrow, because he's going to this concert and he has to be over at his girlfriend's house at 5 o'clock. So he'll be gone from here 4:30 or 5. I think he's going to skip the pool tomorrow and he's going to go. And I know my neighbor across the street, she and her friend are going to the pool, because I talked to her about that today. So I'm going to meet them up there because they're going earlier. And then I know that he's going to go with me probably on Monday, because I said, you're not going to go to the pool tomorrow. He's like, well, I'm like going to be kind of in a rush. I think I might talk to him about maybe like skipping brunch, or if he wants to like go like pick up brunch or something like that, so that I can get to the pool tomorrow and enjoy a full pool day. So that's my plan. I want to listen to an hour of my audiobook tonight. I was tired earlier, but now I'm starting to feel like awake. Of course, this is kind of like either when I take a nap or I push through it. So I think that I'm going to listen to an hour of my audiobook. Well, I'm going to eat my pizza here in a second. And then I'm going to listen to like an hour of my audiobook. And then I'm going to creaky Halloween door. That's what my mom used to always say. She'd go, and then she'd say, creaky Halloween door. She'd say creaky October door? No, creaky Halloween door. So, I'm going to listen to an hour of my audiobook, and I'm loving this book so far already. I'm loving that the rest of the month I just get to listen to all cozies. Well, I have the true crime book to read, but I'll probably read that really close to the end of September, because I want to make sure that I remember the book, and we won't be talking about that until September, October, until November, so I don't want to forget the book. I may, in all honesty, I may even wait until October and read the book, so that I don't forget like specific things about it, because I want to talk about it in the live stream. We still need to pick the date that we're going to do the live stream for this month. I need to call Mel and talk to her about that and see what she wants to do. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to listen to an hour of my audiobook, and I love this series. I think I'm on book 4. And then I think after I finish this book, I'm going to listen to the Maddie Day, the Country Store series that takes place in Brown County, Indiana. I think I'm going to listen to more of that. And, yeah, and then, not tonight. I'm not going to finish the whole, well, I might finish the book tonight. It just depends on what time I start listening to it. I usually listen to more of the audiobook. Like, I kind of aim my TV, like watching my TV, I start watching at about 12 or 12:30. So, like, if I start listening to my audiobook at 10:30, then I'll listen to, like, 2 hours of it. If I start listening to it at 11, then I'll only listen to, like, an hour and a half of it. So it just kind of depends on when I start listening to it. But, it's a really nice evening tonight. Don't think I'll have to wear a coat or anything like that. It feels rather warm out. I feel like I got a lot more sun than I thought I did on my face. I don't know. So that's my plan for tonight. And then finishing season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. I might start season 7. We'll see. I'll probably get to the end of season 6 and I'll be like, okay, I have to see how the season 7 starts. So I'll probably start it tonight. I was kind of thinking about maybe watching The Trench or Meg 2, The Trench, since Alex doesn't really care to watch it. I thought, well, maybe I'll watch that. So I might watch that tonight too. If I watch that, I'll probably skip. I'll probably skip the audiobook. But I want to at least listen to at least a half an hour of the audiobook. But I'm still 21 books behind. But I did look and I counted down, and if I read there's 17 weeks left in the year. If I listen to 2 books a week, then I will have completed my goal of 62 books in a year. I think that's realistic. I think I can do that and still meet my Goodreads goal, which would make me very, very happy. I would feel very accomplished by that. I also wanted to say, I'm gonna show this in a video. I don't know if I'll do it on my review video or my Peter Does Stuff video, but somebody reached out to me on Instagram. I can't remember. There's somebody that watches the vlog, so if you're watching this, please put in the comment section below what it's called. I don't have my phone or I would look. I can't remember. But they said, have you ever heard of this journal that's like becoming really famous? There's actually 2 editions of it. I bought the 2nd edition of it. And it's got like all these therapeutic exercises and things in there to do. And you're supposed to like really push through this stuff. So I got on Amazon. I think it's supposed to come Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. But it's this journal. It's black and white on the cover. The first edition is just like all square, like print. I mean, it looks kind of cheaply made, but apparently it's kind of like going viral and people are talking a lot about this. The 2nd edition has added exercises and stuff to it, and it kind of like is ornate. Like it looks like a scrolls at the top of it. And so I got it because this person was like, it has like a lot of really like, it's supposed to be like doing this journal is kind of like going to therapy. So I'm going to get the journal. Well, I just found out about it. Like I ordered it last night or the night before. So I'm going to talk to my therapist about it, and I'm going to see if he is interested at all in doing the exercises with me. Because I think that would be really helpful depending on what the exercises are. I didn't really look that much into it because I wanted to kind of have like first impression. But she was like, the person that reached out to me, very nice message, and she was like, you could get this and you could do a review video of it. And she's like, I think people would be interested in it. I think she said a lot of people are talking about it on TikTok or something. I don't know why I can't remember what this journal is called. But anyway, it's supposed to like help you work through like traumatic experiences and like force you to work on difficult issues and things like that. I'm all about all that, you know, that's like doing inventory, you know, in recovery. So I'm all about things like that. I remember years and years ago, there was that Course in Miracles that people were talking about and doing. Of course, on the Peterisms channel, I did the Magic book by Rhonda Byrne, which I think is so fantastic. I've done it 2 or 3 times now. Each time I do it, I get a little bit less out of it, but I really loved that book. And then there was the Course in Miracles, and then there was the something workbook, the writer's workbook or something like that. I remember when I took a drawing class in college, and my teacher, my art professor, she was real hippie. I loved her so much. And I learned a lot from her, actually, about life, not about art, because I was horrible in that class. I can't draw. I'm not good at art whatsoever. I like to think of myself as being artistic, but I'm really not that great. And you know what I just thought about today? I was like, September 1st came and went, and I never started that happiness gratitude journal. I was too worried about my TV shows. So I guess I could have started it a week ago. So I might either start that tonight or I'm going to start it tomorrow. Or maybe I'll start it on Monday, on Labor Day, and it'll be like a fresh start, you know, like the end of summer kind of thing. So maybe I'll do my happiness journal, or maybe I'll start it on Tuesday, and I'll do like all of my happy things from the summer that I can look back on and I can remember them. Maybe that's what I'll do. It's always got to be a plan. I've always got to have some kind of silly plan, you know. But anyway, my art professor, she was such a cool woman. Her name was Suzanne, and she was real. I remember she invited me and 2 girls from our class, and we got real close with her, over to her house, and she lived in the basement of this house on Talbot Street, which is where the old Heron Art School used to be. I think it's now a Heron High School. It's like an art high school, charter school. But she lived in this blue house in the basement, and she had all these sheets hung up, and it was very bohemian. I remember she had all these pictures of the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, or whatever his name was, and she played like Ravi Shankar, and she made us tea and whatever. But one of the books that she had us do in that class was called Drawing on the Left Side of the Brain, right side, drawing on the left side of the brain. Because your left side is supposedly the more, am I getting this wrong? The left side of your brain is the one that's more like literal and like math-minded, science-minded, and your right side of the brain is a more creative side. And so it was about thinking creatively from your left side of the brain. And although the assignments of like drawing my hand like was horrible, I ended up I kept from, I mean, this was before I got sober. This was when I was like 18 years old, and I had this portfolio, this huge black portfolio in my basement of all of the drawings that I did and stuff. I finally threw it out like 6 months ago when because I'm cleaning out the basement, you know. I finally threw it out. I thought, I have not looked at those pictures in years. I need to just get rid of those. So I didn't even go through them or anything. I think I looked at like one picture and then I was like, no, this is just going to depress me. So just throw this away. I can remember spending hours just like drawing my hand, you know, like I was no good at it with chalks and things like that. I remember my friend and I, she would drive to school in the winter and we had to park in the E lot, which was really far out. My dad, who was on the staff of the IU Med Center, like I asked him to get me an A parking pass for me and my friend, because he could get like an A parking pass for staff. So I was like, can you get me an A parking? He was like, no, I'm not doing that for you. You can park out there with the rest of the students. You don't need an A parking pass. My dad always wanted to teach me lessons indirectly, you know, like, no, we're not, there's no cheating, we're not getting to the top of the class, no, you need to be in the E parking lot with every other student and walk in. But it would be like the dead of winter, and I can remember it would be like ice and snow, and we had such a long drive downtown. And so as soon as I got out of that car, I'd like light a cigarette. And here I am with my backpack on for all my classes for the day. It's snowing and sleeting outside in the middle of February, you know. And I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm holding this portfolio and I'm slipping and I'm sliding as I go through the parking lot. God, those were the crazy days. When weekends started on Wednesdays and ended on Sundays, she and we used to go out to all the gay. That's my friend that... She disowned me because I was gay, and being gay is a sin, and, you know, it's a pretty bad sin in her eyes. But then, years later, she left that church she was part of, and, well, a couple years ago, I saw her at Cheesecake Factory with her niece, and we talked, and then I saw her at the Meijer one night, and she bought me a fountain pop because she had, like, watched some of my videos, and she's like, I know you love a fountain pop, and we talked, and we had a really great talk, and she was like, I miss you, and I was like, I miss you too, and she was just... I don't know why this is making me sad, but we're not close today at all. But I was at least glad that we had the opportunity. We made the opportunity with each other to kind of clear things up, you know. And I'm glad that she found her way, and whatever that was for her, and I found my way. And she was really, really supportive of my sobriety. I had a couple friends that were super supportive, and she and I used to drink together and do drugs together and all kinds of stuff, and she had cleaned up her life, and she didn't do that stuff anymore. We had a friend of ours that she was really, really close with that took his life. She was like really good friends with him, and I think that was what began the whole religiosity for her. I think she thought he was very depressed and things because he was gay, which really wasn't the case. He had been really depressed and things long before that. But when I got out of treatment, she picked me up from treatment. My mom and my mom was not involved really because my dad called her and said that he'll just manipulate you. And by that point, I got out of treatment. I was so scared of being on my own. And I remember my first day out of treatment, she took me down to school to like enroll in my classes and get my books and stuff. And then she took me to get my hair cut. She took me out to dinner. And then we stopped by a friend of ours' house. And he was really supportive too. And she introduced me to one of my really good friends that became two of my really good friends that I became very, very close with. In early sobriety, even though they weren't sober. One guy, he really kept me entertained a lot during those early months because I didn't really have a lot of friends in sobriety, and he just kind of worked and whatever, but he didn't drink or do drugs. Sad is that he later got like all swept up in the whole drug scene of the gay community. My other friend, he drank, but he never really got involved in drugs and stuff, and he and I got real close and took classes together and stuff like that. Really nice guy. And then I saw him with Alex, like the first year that Alex and I were together. We were at an art gallery opening in Fountain Square, which is south of downtown. And I saw him and his boyfriend. I didn't know, he introduced me to his boyfriend. And then I think it was about 2 years after that, this girl that I worked with in treatment, but then she and I also went to school together, IUPUI. It's Indiana University, Purdue University of Indianapolis, IUPUI. She was friends with him too, and the three of us would like eat lunch together in like the food court and stuff like that. And I saw her at the gas station like 2 years after that, and she said, "Hey, did you hear about so and so?" And I said, "No, I haven't talked to him in like 2 years. I saw him at this art gallery opening like 2 years ago. He seems great." He was with his boyfriend. They were making like candles and like, not like homemade. I mean, they were like really selling these candles at like high-end stores and stuff like that. He was really kind of killing it on that. And he was like really well known in the art scene. They were doing like artsy stuff, like making vases and stuff like that. And she was like, "He passed away. Did you not hear that? He got like really, really sick." I was like, and he got some bizarre disease. I don't even remember what it was, in all honesty. But then he passed away. And then right after that, this other guy that I dated when I first came out, Jack, he was an artist too. He was a photographer and a painter. He was a fantastic photographer. And God, he was so cute. I really liked him. We ended up having a bad breakup. It wasn't a very long relationship. We had a bad breakup, but he was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun together. And his best friend was one of my good friends too. And I found out that he was staying with her and she was taking care of him in Florida. But I didn't really understand why. I think he had like Huntington's disease or something like that. And he died like that same year that I found out about my other friend. It was like right in a row, like 4 or 5 people that I knew from like going out in my early years. They like, "God, why are these vlogs so sad all the time anymore?" But they all like passed away. I think one of the hard things for me is that I ask myself often, like, why did I make it? You know, like, why am I still here and all these other people that were good people? You know, like, I was not. I was, you know, drug addict, drug dealer, not good to people. I mean, who you see today is not who I was. I'm very selfish and self-centered, as I think most addicts and alcoholics are. And, I just wasn't a good person. And I think that was really, it's not so much anymore today, I guess. I said it was, but not so much anymore today. But for a long time, it was really hard for me to kind of rectify why. I think it was survivor's guilt to some degree, like why I was still here and they weren't, when they were really good, decent people, you know? You know, I always talk about all the people that I've lost to addiction, but I've lost a lot of people not to addiction as well, you know? I mean, I think it's important to note as well, from my 2 sponsors that passed away in the last couple years, to my mom, to many of my friends, people die sober, you know? People get sober, live great long lives. Both my sponsors, one of my sponsors that died just recently died of cancer, and the other one, died of another situation, but they were older. I mean, they were both in their 70s. They, you know, got sober 30 years ago. My other, he got sober 40 years ago. I think he was like 75. And, I mean, lived a good long life, is very well respected. I mean, there's nobody in the north side of Indianapolis that if you don't say is, I mean, I feel blessed to have had him as a sponsor. He was my longest sponsor that I had. Well, I think my new sponsor, I think she is now, I don't know how long she has sponsored me. But she's my second longest sponsor that I've ever had. And probably my most impactful one. Even, I mean, I learned a lot from him, but I've been more open to learning since I've been with her. So I think that I think that I learned more from her than I did from him because I wasn't open to it at that time. But, you know, on the north side of Indianapolis, you don't, and all around Indianapolis, you don't say his, I mean, if you said his name, I mean, he had a very peculiar name, and everybody, like, if you say, like, oh, so-and-so is my sponsor, they're like, oh my God, like, I mean, he was known to be very wise, very giving, just a wonderful human being. I've lost a lot of people to addiction, but I've lost a lot of people, and just like my mom getting sick, my aunt having lung disease. When she had quit smoking like 30 years before that, you know, I mean, she'd have a funeral cigarette. She and her friend would have a funeral cigarette, like what, once every 6 months or something, you know? She called it a funeral cigarette. I remember at my mom's funeral, like afterwards, my aunt had this big, you know, celebration kind of party thing at her house, and me and all my friends were like in the garage, and we were smoking, and she came out with her friend, you know, and she was like, can we have a cigarette? And we're like, Kathy, no. And she's like, and her friend was like, we always have a funeral cigarette at our friend's funeral to celebrate their life. So we gave her and her friend a cigarette, and they were like dancing around, and so she'd have a cigarette like every 6 months, or one cigarette, but, you know, and then my uncle died of, you know, heart attacks and heart disease, but he was, I mean, he was in his 80s when he died. He was a long-term heart patient, you know, he lived a good long life. I've lost a lot of people, you know, in my youth. I lost a lot of people before I even got sober to addiction, to overdoses. I found out later, I didn't know at the time, some even just recently, that I lost people, friends of mine, that I had fallen out of touch with when I got sober because I stopped going out. I lost them to AIDS that I didn't even know, because like they would move to another city, and then you hear two years later that they passed away, but nobody would really know why or their circumstances. Some of them I just found out recently that that's why they died, you know? And I don't know. I feel like I've been losing people all my life. My husband's watching something in there that is having sounds like some gospel music in it or something like that. Like, is that coming from out here on the street? Sometimes there's this guy down the street that listens to music in his driveway real loud. I think he gets drunk and he listens to music like on his like boombox. Do we still call him that or whatever? And my mom used to love hers. I gave her like she had like my hand-me-down, you know, whatever, the one I gave her that I had in my bedroom when I was growing up, and had these two like speakers that came off the end of it. Y'all remember that, with that like thin little cord? Oh my God, my mom loved it. She'd like, I love my boombox so much, and she put her Janet Jackson tapes and her mixtapes that I made her, and she loved all that. But I have lost a lot of people in my life, but I still have a lot of people too. It stopped. I thought this was gonna be like a 20-minute vlog, but now I think I was like at 12 minutes or something before, and then I came back. That's 30, so it's like 42 minutes. So this has gone longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it was gonna be short. But like I said, I've lost a lot of people. I've lost so much in my life, but you know, I've gained so much too, and I have so many people in my life. I don't have so many people. I have people that mean so much to me. That's where I want to keep the focus, you know? Well, listen, you guys, I'm going to get off here and eat my pizza now because I'm getting starving. I've been starving. And I'm going to try to start, I hope my Peterson's video is done so I can start uploading this vlog, and then I'll try to get this up as soon as possible. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing, is it Saturday already? Saturday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face, you might be changing their day for the better, you might be making them happier, and you might be making them feel not so all alone. And also, be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more, because it all starts with you. And if you're kinder to yourself and you love yourself a little bit more, then you'll be kinder to others and love others a little bit more as well. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for those that need to hear it, those that want to hear it, those that need to want to hear it, those that want to need to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more, I love you. I love you guys so much, and blinded by the light. Had a douche and now I'm ready on a Saturday night. I sang that in my drama video today, so I thought I would share that with you. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and happy birthday, Lena.